Welcome everyone to my Yoga Fix. I'm Danny, and this is a Yoga Fix for greater balance, calm, and grounding. Something that we all need. I know that I certainly do. So for this practice, I recommend that you have a chair, and you might want a cushion as well. And you also might want a block. So we're going to start by finding a comfortable seat. And that's one of the places where the chair can be helpful. So you can certainly sit on a chair if that's what feels good to you. Always listen to your body. It is hands down your best teacher. You can also use your pillow here and sit on the pillow. And you can also sit on a block. So taking your time, settling into your seat. Allowing your eyes to gently close and your palms to face down on your knees or thighs, turning inward and grounding. Bringing your attention inside, noticing what you feel with compassion. There's nowhere else for you to be other than where you are, and nothing else for you to feel other than what you feel. Bringing your attention to your breath and focusing on that gentle ebb and flow, rise and fall. So we're taking this time to let go of the external world, of any external concerns or distractions. Dropping out of our sympathetic nervous system, which is externally focused, and which is where we spend most of our time. A big source of dis-ease, anxiety, distress in our lives. And dropping into the parasympathetic nervous system, which is all about turning inward, rest, relaxation, healing. Breathing in, breathing out. With each inhale, you're gently filling your body with fresh oxygen, life force, energy. As you exhale, you're letting go of tension, holding carbon dioxide, toxins. And each time you notice your thoughts beginning to wander off, which is just what they do, gently bring your attention back to your body and back to your breath. Let your face relax, your jaw, your lips, your tongue, eyes relaxed, eyelids, eyebrows. Relaxing your temples and forehead. Crown of the head opening to meet the sky. Same time that your lower body is rooting down into the earth. On your next inhale, begin to reach your arms overhead, palms touch. Exhale your hands down to meet at your heart. Connecting to your heart center, to where you are, to what you need right now. And from this sacred space, perhaps offering up an intention, dedication, prayer for your practice, for your day. Whatever you'd like to see manifest, offering that up now. Letting your practice flow from your heart, from your intention, your dedication, your prayer. Begin to softly open your eyes, coming out of your seat, coming off of the chair. Take your time, shifting over to hands and knees. You might want to give your knees extra padding. You can place a blanket under your knees. You can fold the middle of your mat. Knees can be sensitive, so take care of yourself. In tabletop, we want our fingers to be spread wide, protecting our wrists. And we want the wrists to be below the shoulders and knees pretty much below the hips. And as you inhale, you're going to gently drop your belly, arch your spine, open the front of the heart, cow-facing pose. Exhale, drawing that belly in around the spine, open the back of the heart into cow. So following your breath, inhaling cow. Exhaling cat. Take your time listening to your body. Everything that I offer you is exactly that. It's an offering. If it doesn't support you, don't do it. Allow your body to be your true teacher. You know your body much, much better than I do. So adding on a gentle child here. From your cat, your rounded spine, nice and gently pouring toward child. Doesn't matter how far you go, find your own child. And then from child, inhaling into cow, very gentle wave-like motion. Exhaling cat and child. And letting your breath carry you, listening to your beautiful body. The next time that you exhale back into child, you'll stay there. You might open your knees nice and wide like I'm doing. If you had a fold in the mat or a blanket, you might release the blanket or the folded mat. Your knees might be together or closer together. Your arms might be alongside the legs. Or like me, you might have the forearms by your head. Letting your forehead rest down onto the earth. If it doesn't touch the earth, that's okay. You can just let your head be heavy. So you're not holding onto the weight of the head. Your neck is relaxed. You might close your eyes or just find a soft gaze. Breathing in. Breathing out. Grounding yourself here. Surrendering to the earth. Feel yourself being held and supported. And from here, we're going to make our way to the front of our mat for a gentle forward bend. So I'm going to come to my hands and knees and crawl forward. You might come into down dog and walk forward, or find any other transition that is supportive to you. So always listening to your body. Eventually, your feet are going to be at the edge of your mat, and I highly encourage you to let the feet be about hip width or even wider, and really, really bend your knees so your belly is spilling over your thighs, and either your hands are spilling onto the earth, or you're holding onto your upper arms with your hands, and you're really tucking your chin. So again, that head is heavy. You're not holding onto the weight of the head with your neck muscles. You might sway a little side to side, or just find relative stillness. Breathing in. Breathing out. You can let any stress from the day, from the week, just spill into the earth. Let it go. From here, we're going to gently rise up to standing. You might roll up like a rag doll, or you might press those feet down and Then begin to lift up. Again, let that be intuitive to you. You might feel a little lightheaded as you rise. That's normal. So take your time. And from here, we're going to practice a sun breath. So I'm simply going to turn around so you have a full view. And again, make sure your feet are about hip width, parallel, rooting down into the earth. Feel yourself being supported here, grounding. On an inhale, sweeping those arms out and up, palms touch above you. Exhaling, hands to the heart. Always coming back to our heart center. A few more times like this, sun breath. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhaling, hands to the heart, focusing your mind. Inhale, spreading those arms up, floating them up. Exhale, hands to the heart. One more time. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, the hands to the heart, coming home. So from here, we're moving toward tree pose. If you have a wall nearby, absolutely feel free to use it. A wall is like a huge prop. I love walls. They're awesome. If not, play where you are. We're going to shift into our right foot, and there are 3 different ways that you can practice Vrikshasana, tree pose. So they're all beautiful. Listen to your body. Shifting into that right leg, you're going to lift, not even lift your left foot. Keep your left toes on the floor, open that left knee, and just place your left heel above your right ankle and left toes on the earth. And this is a beautiful, beautiful tree. Again, you can have your hand on a wall. Staying here, awesome. You have the option of having your foot on the calf below the knee. And the other option, which I'm not even going to show you because we see it on yoga journal covers all the time, is the foot on the thigh above the knee. So on the calf, on the thigh, toes on the earth. Just make sure you're not placing your foot on the knee joint because you don't want pressure on that joint. And hands can stay at the heart, or they can reach up like branches toward the sky. You can have them above you, palms touching. Any wind that comes along, move with it. Breathe. And then nice and gently we'll release, gradually placing that left foot down. Take a few breaths here. Notice how you feel. We're cultivating balance and grounding. Calm. So shifting into that left foot, left leg, coming onto the right toes, open the right knee, and find your tree on this side. This side will be different. That's just how it goes. It might be subtly different. It might be very different. Practice with a little bit of playfulness. Feel free to laugh or smile with any wind that comes along. And as our body naturally moves in tree, we actually stimulate balance receptors. So the wind that moves us here actually helps increase our balance. So any wind, ride it. We learn how to find balance and grounding in the midst of movement, in the midst of fluctuations in our body and in our life. So we'll gradually release, placing that right foot down. Notice how you feel. And from here, we're going to spill our way toward the earth. So just letting yourself gently come down and shifting over to your shins, your knees. Again, you might want to give your knees some extra padding. You can fold over your mat, fold it in half or 3s. You can also sit on a block here and place that block between your heels or 2 blocks and sit. Take your time. And then what you're going to do is a variation of Thunderbolt. So you're going to take your, and I'm going to turn around again, so you have a little bit of a better view. You're going to pretty much give yourself a hug. You're going to take your hands and place them underneath your armpits. This is very healing. Internal. Grounding. Turning inward. Cultivating calm. You can close the eyes or find a gentle focus for your gaze. Breathe. Just notice how you feel. From here, we're going to come into my favorite pose of this practice. And this is where we're using our chair. So you will want a chair. Or you can do legs up the wall. If you have a wall, you can use a wall. So either legs up the chair or legs up the wall. And this is hands down one of the most powerful healing poses that we can practice. Incredibly beneficial for our immune system and for our parasympathetic system, for homeostasis. So if you have a chair, you'll gather it in. And you can always watch me first if you'd like a visual. You can have a pillow on that chair or not. Either way will do. And you're going to make your way onto your back. And you're going to take your time finding this pose. You'll probably do a little bit of wiggling around, adjusting. And you're going to place, oh, this feels so good. You're going to place your calves, your lower legs on that chair. Again, if you have a wall and you're familiar with legs up the wall, you can do that. But this is super nice because it's not something that we usually do in a yoga studio, yoga class at a gym, because there aren't chairs. So it's a really sweet variation of legs up the wall. Same idea. Letting your body melt into the earth. Making any adjustments that feel good as you go. Tucking the chin a little. Spread those shoulders. Head and neck are relaxed. Arms can spill about an inch or so, or a foot or so, a couple of inches or so, or a foot or so away from the body, with the palms facing the sky. Or you might have one hand on the belly, one on the heart, both hands on the belly, or both hands on the heart. So playing with that. And again, eyes are either closed or you might gaze gently up toward the ceiling. Let yourself relax, let your legs melt. If you have your hands on your belly, feel the gentle rise and fall of your belly as you breathe. Feel yourself being held and supported by the earth, so that deep grounding. Cultivating calm. Balancing our sympathetic nervous system, our active lifestyle where we're always looking outside of ourselves. In that fight or flight mode. Balancing that with this turning inward. Gaze is internal. Parasympathetic nervous system, which is all about rest, digestion, healing. And homeostasis, balance, is the definition of health. So we really want to cultivate that balance. It makes such a big difference in how we feel. Feel free to stay here as long as you like, or you might begin to move toward Shavasana, toward a final relaxation. Kind of lifting yourself up and moving your chair, and then coming down And you can have your feet mat width and the knees together, which can be really sweet on the lower back, or legs spilling out in front of you and falling gently away from each other. Arms wherever feels sweet to you today. Head and neck are heavy, shoulders melting into the ground. Eyes closed or softly open. Letting go. Letting go. Letting go. Whether you're practicing legs up the wall or legs up the chair or Shavasana, you're going to begin to slowly come out. Again, take your time if your legs are on the chair or up the wall. We always want to move slowly and mindfully. Very gently drawing the knees into your body and rocking gently from side to side if that feels good. Breathe. And then you'll gradually roll over to one side into a fetal-like position, resting your head on your arm that's extended out in front of you and resting your opposite hand on the earth in front of your heart. Take a few sweet breaths here. And then planting your hand that's in front of your heart down into the earth and slowly lifting yourself up, coming back to that meditative seat from the very beginning of our practice. Again, you can sit on a chair or a block or a cushion. So always take your time. We'll just be here for a few moments just to seal our practice. Bringing hands back to the heart center, eyes closed or softly open. Either way, the gaze is inside, internal focus. Bowing your head to your heart, to that wellspring of infinite compassion, infinite love, and to the true teacher that resides within you. Om Shanti. Peace. Namaste.